Good evening, and welcome to the Kern High Network live stream of high school volleyball. Tonight, we have a big one. It's the CIF Central Section Division III first round playoff match between the Reedley Pirates and the Arvin Bears. We're out here in Arvin. Hello, everyone. I'm Stephen Lynch. Working alongside me tonight is my producer and broadcast partner, Kevin Willey. And we have an exciting match for you tonight. This is two closely matched teams. Arvin, the number 8 seed, Reedley, the number 9 seed. Just about ready to get underway here. Reedley comes in with a record of 24-13. They were 10-0 in the North Yosemite League. They're the champs. Arvin 21-10-1 and 12-0 in the South Sequoia League. So a pair of league champions squaring off here in round one of the Division III playoffs. Arvin wearing black uniforms with red numerals. Reedley in their green with white numerals. This should be a really competitive match. These two teams, at least on paper, appear to be very evenly matched. And it looks like Reedley's going to serve first. It's going to be number 1, Riley Kubo, one of the team's captains, the setter, a junior captain. And here we go. Arvin setting up the offense. Little dink shot by. That's going to be the first point. It's going to go to the Bears as that goes out of bounds. So side out for Arvin. Now serving for the Bears will be number 16, Emily Flores. Arvin's setter tonight. Oh, now they changed their mind. They're going to say that went off of somebody's hands before it went out of bounds. So it's going to be a point for Reedley, and Kubo will continue to serve here. Kubo, a lefty. Welna with the set. So good rally going here so far. But it's going to be spiked into the net by number 5, Lexi Canales. So now this time it will be side out for the Bears. And back to serve is Emily Flores. So 1-1 here in the early going of this Central Section Division III playoff, first round playoff match. And the serve by Flores goes into the net. So the Pirates will serve again, and this time looks like it's number 6, Brona McGahan. McGahan, a junior outside hitter. Serves it deep. Welna with the set. Little tip shot by Loviano, but that's out of bounds, so it's going to be another point for the Pirates. They lead it here early, 3-1. Hope you're enjoying your Halloween evening here. And a little joust there at the net is won by Lexi Canales of Reedley. And the Pirates extend their lead to 4-1. So just getting warmed up here at Arvin. Oh, and that one's mishandled on the back line. Esther Vega can't come up with the serve. So it looks like Arvin may be suffering a little bit of early nerves or something. They need to settle down here. Still early. Buelna with a quick shot, but it doesn't catch Reedley off guard. Now they're going to call double contact violation on Arvin. So the Bears falling into a little bit of a hole here right off the bat. They're down 6-1 already. Arvin coming into the match has been hot. They've won their last 9 matches. spike attend by Luviano. And the point will go to the Bears. So they end the Reedley run. And now back to serve is Kimberly Luviano. She's a junior outside hitter. And number 9, Cecilia Mulligan. A little shot finds the empty spot there in the Arvin defense and scores the point. And now into the game and serving for Reedley's number 2, Sophia Lampa, junior defensive specialist. Serves it deep. Now Buelna setting for number 10, Garcia. And Garcia with the kill. That is Esperanza Garcia. She's a junior middle hitter, outside hitter. Nice shot there by her. And it'll be Anahi Perez serving now for the Bears. And she serves into the top of the net, so it'll go back over to the Pirates. So we're still here in the first set. Early going, 8-3. Reedley in front. And we got a timeout. Like I mentioned, this is 2 evenly matched teams, 2 teams that are on hot streaks. Arvin comes into the night having won 9 matches in a row. Reedley has won 10 matches in a row. So 2 teams that are, playing well as they enter the playoffs. That's not always the case. And the 8 and the 9 seed. So these are 2 closely matched teams. Both teams 20-win seasons. And we're expecting a good one. I would expect this thing to go at least 4 sets, maybe 5. And now Reedley comes out of the timeout, and it's going to be Vanessa Rodriguez who will be serving. Arvin sets it up. Buelna sets it for number 15, Cercer, and that'll score the point for the Bears. Kimberly Cercer. Had to get her to pronounce her name for me before the match. So now serving for the Bears is Carolina Buelna. And that goes long, so it goes right back to Reedley. It'll be number 5, Lexi Canales serving. The Pirates lead at 9-4 here in the early going. Now Buelna back sets for number 10, Madison Haney, and Haney gets it over the net, hits the top of the net, gets it to trickle down. So that's a nice shot by her, and that'll be a point for the Bears. And now Haney's back to serve for Arvin. She serves it deep, and that's going to go long. So 10-5, and that'll be the libero. Number 3, Lauren Bettencourt, is going to serve now for Reedley. Pirates lead at 10-5 here in the early going. That's King with the shot, but Arvin so far able to get it. They return it, so now another attempt here by the Reedley offense. King with the tip, but it's sent back. King with another shot. And finally, the third time's the charm for King as their third kill attempt is successful. Now here's Buelna with the set. That'll be number 16, Flores with the attempt. Now it's going to be King with the attempt, but it hits the top of the net. And so they can't get it over in 3 hits, so that's going to be a violation on Reedley. So it'll be a side out now for Arvin. The Bears are coached by Brandy Randall. This is her 10th year at the helm. Now it looks like number 9, Alyssa Rangel, is back to serve for Arvin. That hits the speaker, but Arvin keeps playing. Nice defense there by Arvin, able to dig that out. Here's King with the tip shot, but she mistimes her jump. So Lauren King goes into the net. So Arvin now closing the gap here. After starting off slow, they're down by just 4 points. Kubo with the set. Now Arvin kill attempt there by Luviano. Now a tip shot by Rodriguez, but Arvin there. Now Buelna sets for King. And a rejection there at the net by number 5, Anahi Perez, with a nice block there in the middle of the net for Arvin, and the Bears have drawn now within 3. So a nice run now here for Arvin. Oh, but number 11, Esther Vega, unable to handle it in the back line. So it's going to be a side out now for Reedley. And back to serve for Reedley will be Riley Kubo, their senior captain. She's a 5'1" setter, lefty. Wellna with the set. Now here's King. And again, Lauren King mistimes her jump a little bit and hits it in the net. So Arvin will be serving again, and into the game is number 6. That's Brona McGahan, a 5'5" junior outside hitter. And number 4, Ledesma hits it off the backboard, but the Pirates recover now. Arvin trying to recover, and they can't quite do it. A little ball handling mistake. And Kubo, into serve now for Reedley. It's number 6, Brona McGahan. McGahan serves it deep. Here's Buelna with the set. Two-hand push shot by Luviano doesn't score, but another shot into the net. This time it looks like it's number 10, Madison Haney. So hitting errors. Quite a few hitting errors here in this first set by Reedley. Now they're setting up the offense. King with the shot. Buelna now setting for number 10, Garcia, but doesn't score the point. Instead, Reedley gets the point, and they're up now 14-10. And into the game to serve for Reedley. Can't see if that's number 9 or number 8. Looks like number 8. That would be, here we go. So number 10, Garcia with the two-hand push shot. Now this is going to be Arvin bumps it over. Now the set for number 9. And Cecilia Mulligan's shot is long. So point for Arvin. Now serving for the Bears, number 5, Anahi Perez, a junior middle hitter. Very competitive first set like we expected. We expect this whole match to be pretty close. When it's the 8 and 9 seed, that's usually the case. And it looks like we have a net violation now on number 1, Riley Kubo, the setter. So another point for Arvin, who's drawn within 2. This is the closest they've been since the very start of this first set. Now the Bears setting up their offense. Buelna setting for number 10, Esperanza Garcia. But it goes long. Her shot towards the back corner goes long, so it's a point for the Pirates. And in to serve for Reedley is number 7, Vanessa Rodriguez. Now they're going to have a discussion here between the two officials. Not sure what they're talking about. Whether the ball went off someone's hands, it looks like, whether it was deflected before it went out of bounds. So, Kevin, how are you doing on this fine Halloween evening?
Well, I'm doing better now that we got the show up and going.
Yeah,
little bit of technical problem, but we made it on the air in time. So
yeah, you did a great job there getting us on the
better.
air. Yeah. So here we go. Arvin on the attack. It's number 10, Esperanza Garcia with the shot. Now here comes return shot by number 5. Now it's here's Arvin setting up the offense. Garcia with the shot. Now Kubo sets it. Now Buelna is going to set it for Esperanza Garcia again, but Reedley's there. Nice rally we got going now. Two-hand push shot there by Carolina Buelna. Buelna the setter now. Buelna with a quick set over the net. Doesn't catch him off guard. Number 5, Lexi Canales' shot is dug out, and the long rally continues. Nice dig there by Arvin. And again, Canales continues to hammer it, but Arvin's defense playing well. But finally, a cross-court kill by number 12, Lisa Marie Barrera. Some nice defense there by Arvin, but Reedley just kept hammering the ball.
Yeah, they made it work for that one.
Yeah. So Buelna sets. It'll be a back row shot. Now Kubo going to set for number 5, Lexi Canales. Now Buelna going to set for number 10, Garcia. And Garcia with a nice shot down the line. That's Esperanza Garcia with the point for Arvin. And it's 16-13, Reedley in front. And now it is number 3, Carolina Buelna serving. But it's number 5, Lexi Canales with the kill for Reedley, and now Canales is back to serve. The Bears were able to close the gap to within 2, but now Reedley extends it to 4 points. Buelna gets it. And the shot by number 16, Emily Flores, is unable to handle it, is the Reedley defense. So it'll be a point for the Bears. So a very competitive first set. Esperanza Garcia, number 10, now serving for Arvin. Serves it deep. Now Reedley setting up the offense. But it's blocked. Nice block there in the middle by number 15, Kimberly Saracer. And a kill by Arvin. Look like that's number 8, Kimberly Luviano. And we're going to have a timeout. Reedley leading here in game 1, 17-15. So a very good start to this first set. Reedley jumped out to a pretty substantial lead, but Arvin has fought back and now trails only by 2 points.
Reedley's done a good job for being on the road. They came out strong. I think they might have surprised Arvin a little bit. Arvin had to really come up, and I like the last few kills they tried. Their defense has been really good, but their offense hasn't seemed to kind of step up as much, and it looks like they may be starting to.
Yeah, I don't know if it was nerves or, it's just one of those things, but Arvin came out a little bit sloppy, a little slow here to start, where, like you said, Reedley came out right off the bus or right from the start and has played well, but Arvin has slowly pulled themselves back into this match, or this first set. They're starting to play better and better as the first set progresses.
Great defense.
Yeah, excellent defense by Arvin here, especially as we've gone on. Again, it's Esperanza Garcia, number 10, will be serving here for the Bears. They're down 17-15 here in the first set. They were down by like 6 or 7 early on. And we're back to action. And they're going to say that one went just a bit long, out of bounds. So there'll be a side out for Reedley. Number 12, Lillian Martinez, now serving for the Pirates. She serves it to the deep corner. So it's going to be Arvin unable to set up its offense. Now Kubo with the set to King. And the spike by Lauren King goes long, out of bounds. So it'll be side out now, back to the Bears. And number 9, Alyssa Rangel will be serving for Arvin here. Those numbers hard to differentiate between the 9 and the 8 on the Arvin jerseys a little bit. So a push shot by number 5, Lexi Canales, finds the hole in the defense and hits the court for a point for Reedley. Now serving Riley Kubo, the junior setter, 5'1" junior setter. We'll see if Arvin can set it off. Buelna going to do a back row kill attempt there for Garcia. Doesn't work. Now Kubo's going to set it. And the cross-court shot is dug out there by Carolina Buelna. Now Buelna with a running shot and a nice one. And the setter scores the point. And that's the one thing you'll see. Buelna, even though she is the setter, was third on the team in kills this year. So now back to serve number 6, Guadalupe Gallardo. Again, a 2-point her first set here. Kubo with the set and a nice shot there by number 10, Madison Haney, one of the two captains for Reedley. And Reedley's back up by 3. And number 6, Brona McGahan, serving now for the Pirates. She serves it deep. And a nice kill there by number 8, Kimberly Luviano. Nice set by Buelna. It looks like now Luviana back to serve. Pirates have a difficult time there. So now a tip shot by number 10, but Reedley gets it. This time the tip shot by number 5, Perez. Oh, and through the block and for the point. Off the block, Reedley scores the point, and they're now up 21-18. Back to serve now the libero, Lauren Bettencourt, 4'11" senior. Arvin needs to answer here as this first set starting to slip away a little bit. Kubo with the set, number 5 with the fifth shot, and Arvin not able to come up with it as Lexi Canales with a little punch shot scores the point for the Pirates. So now they've extended their lead back out to 4, 22-18. The official holding up the action now a little bit as referee number 2 is talking to the scorers table. Ken Tatami is the head coach of the Pirates. This is his 4th year. 102-53. That's a 65.8 winning percentage. And I think they're going to overturn the last call, it looks like. Tatami arguing or discussing, I should say, with the officials the call. Has chance of Arvin from the crowd. Arvin's head coach is Brandy Randall. This is her 10th year. 179 and 126. She's done an outstanding job. Has won 59% of her matches since she's been here. This is the 5th straight 20-win season by the Bears. Last year, Arvin was seeded number 9 in the Division III playoffs and lost in the first round to number 8 Tulare Mission Oaks. So they were the 8-9 matchup last year, except last year they were the 9 and they had to go on the road. This year they're the 8 and they get to host the first round match. Just a reminder, this Division III first round playoff here in the Central section. The winner of this one will either face top-seeded San Fresno San Joaquin Memorial or number 16 Sierra. More than likely, it's going to be San Joaquin Memorial. Rarely do you see the top seed lose a match to the number 16 seed. It happens, but not very often.
Well, San Joaquin Memorials, they do pretty well all the way around.
Yeah, they have a really strong athletic program. That second round action, we're still a long ways there, but we'll be on Tuesday. So they're still discussing that last point. Initially, it was given to Reedley. Then we saw a signal that they were overturning it. Now they're discussing it. Still no official word of what they're going to do. That would be a big point because it's a big difference if it's 21-19 as opposed to what we have on the scoreboard now, 22-18. That's a 2-point swing. Because Reedley would lose a point and Arvin would gain a point if they do change the initial call here. Like I was mentioning, even though she's the setter, Buelna with 113 kills this year, she's third on the team. Number 8, Luviano, leads the team with 136, and number 10, Esperanza Garcia, second on the team with 120 kills. So Arvin's offensive attack is very spread out. They don't rely on just one player like you see some teams, or heavily on one player like you see from a lot of teams. They have a lot of different players that can put the ball to the floor. So we still haven't received signal as the referee number 2 is now going to go talk to Reedley coach Ken Tatami. They're still discussing it. Now he stands up. So R2 is now talking to the table. I don't know if they're changing the score or what. And they
seems pretty happy.
Yeah, they just knocked 1 point off of Reedley. Now they've added one to Arvin, so the point will go to Arvin, and now it's a 2-point first 2-point deficit instead of a 4-point. That's a huge swing here. So Anahi Perez now serving with the Bears down just 2 points, 21-19. So that call still discussing things here.
It's not an easy position for an official to be in.
No, they always have a tough job.
You don't want to make that. There we go.
All right, here we go. Anahi Perez to serve with the Bears down by 2. She hits the top of the net with it. That will get a point for Reedley now, and they get that point back quickly. They're up 22-19, serving for them number 7, Vanessa Rodriguez. So here's Buelna with the set. Number 10, Garcia's shot blocked, and Reedley scores another point, and they're now in firm control here, 23-19. The Bears need to make a run here if they want to have any chance of pulling out this first set. Buelna with a quick set shot. And the spike by number 12, Lillian Martinez, goes wide out of bounds, so it'll be side out and a point for the Bears. And now it's Carolina Buelna, the senior setter, serving for Arvin. Kubo with the set. Nice dig there by the Bears. Kubo now with another set. Another dig there, nice shot. Now a quick set by Buelna, doesn't fool Reedley. And number 6. I believe that's number 5, Lexi Canales powers it through. So Buelna sets it for number 16, Emily Flores. Now Kubo sets it for McGahan. Kubo sets the offense again. And the shot by Martinez, Lillian Martinez, goes long. So Arvin's still alive here. They're down 24-21. It's set point here. Serving for the Bears, number 10, Esperanza Garcia. Garcia's serve is long, and that's going to give the first set to Reedley, 25-21. So the Bears dig an early hole, and they can't quite climb all the way out of it, and Reedley will take the first set. What did you think of that one, Kevin?
Well, it was a nice set. I was a little afraid the first few minutes that we were going to have a short night, but Arvin came back and fought hard. I think, like I said, I think Reedley came out really strong despite their problems with getting their kills over, their mistakes. But I think Arvin's come back really well.
Yeah, Arvin just dug too deep of a hole early there against a quality opponent like Reedley. You know, you can do that sometimes in the regular season when you're playing teams that aren't that great. You can fall behind by 6 or 7 points and rally and win. It's a lot more difficult when you're playing playoff opponents to do something like that.
It certainly is.
I mean, there's a reason that Reedley has 24 wins this year, and they were 10-0 in the North Yosemite League. They're a quality team. They won. You know, they're a club that won 33 wins last year. So Arvin, I think if Arvin can come out here in this second set, not get behind early, keep it close, or maybe get a lead themselves, they'll have a lot better chance of winning this second set and evening things up. Well, like you said, Reedley did not show any playoff nerves. Like I said, I'm not sure if Arvin, it was nerves or whatever, but they came out and were a little bit, they weren't in sync to start things. Well, Reedley came out firing on all cylinders and built a nice lead that they were able to maintain throughout the first set.
Yeah, if Arvin can make use of those mistakes that they've been making, that Reedley's been making, I think they can come out on top in this set.
Yeah, most of Reedley's mistakes were on mistimed jumps on kill attempts. They hit several balls right in the middle of the net on some kill attempts. So now, just announcement of BMW. Some poor soul having to drive a BMW, their lights are on.
It's not my lights that are on, I can tell you that much.
You'd think a car like a BMW, the lights would shut off at a certain point on their own. I wouldn't know. I've never
owned one.
Yeah. So if Arvin will serve to start the second set, I believe that's number 8, Kimberly Luviano. I have a hard time differentiating between the 8s and the 9s on these jerseys that Arvin wears. That is number 9. Back to serve by Arvin. Now a hard attempt by Esperanza Garcia goes long, and it'll be side out for Reedley. Now serving for the Pirates, number 5, Lexi Canales, one of their top outside hitters. She's scored a lot of their points so far tonight. Buelna now sets it. Kubo with the set for number 12, Martinez, and Martinez hammers it. Arvin unable to come up with it. And Reedley extends their lead to 11, or its lead to 11-6. Arvin needs an answer here. Buelna with a quick set over the net. Now Kubo tries a running left-handed shot, and it goes into the net. She's only 5'1". That's a tough shot for someone of her size. And now in to serve for Arvin, number 12, Karime Cantu. And Reedley can't get to set up the offense. Now Buelna's going to set it up for Rangel. Now a back row attempt by Ledesma. Now Arvin back set. Still going here. Nice dig there by Perez on that one. But the bump by Salcedo goes into the net. And Reedley will serve again, and it'll be their libero, number 3, Lauren Bettencourt. The Pirates lead it 12-7 here in the second set. They're already up a set, 1-0. That one not handled cleanly. Now Kubo sets it, but a nice dig there by Cantu. Now the shot by Saracer doesn't connect. And McGahan's shot goes into the net. And it'll be a side out for Arvin. And in to serve is Yvette Salcedo, a sophomore middle hitter. She serves it deep, but it's handled cleanly. Now bumped in the air for McGahan, but the Bears handle it. Now a running shot there by Cantu. Now here's McGahan again with the shot, but a nice dig there by Cantu. Kobu sets it. They barely get it over the net on the shot. Now here's going to be a shot for Arvin. Tipped over by Haney. Rally still going. Kovu behind the back bumps it over. Nice running shot there by number 16, Emily Flores. From the right side, the little running shot across court. Beautiful shot. And now we're going to see Naomi Velez for the first time serving here tonight. Another sophomore. Nice serve, just barely gets over the net. Back set, but this time Flores' shot goes into the net. So it'll be a side out for the Pirates. Riley Kubo serving now. Really able to get a little bit of a cushion here in the second set. Arvin trying to cut into it. And a double contact violation on Reedley.
That's what you don't want when you're Arvin. You don't want to give him a little bit of a cushion because you may not get it back.
Yeah, they were unable to overcome it last time. So it'll be number 6, Guadalupe Gallardo, serving for Arvin. As Kevin touched on, Arvin last time gave a little bit of a cushion early and they fought back but weren't able to completely recover. And Reedley held on now. A little ball handling error there. Return error on Arvin. And another point for Reedley. And this looks like this is number 6, Brona McGahan. And again, another mistake returning by Arvin. It goes out of bounds. And Reedley's up by 5. Brona McGahan, a 5'5" junior outside hitter, serving here. She serves it deep, and it goes long. Nice decision there. Giselle Perez had to make a tough call on whether that was going to go out of bounds or not, and the libero made the right decision. And Arvin serving, that's number 8, Kimberly Luviano. Nice dig there by Luviano on the back row. And the action continues. Now Canales' shot is long. Lexi Canales. And Arvin pulls within 3, 15-12. They've never led in either of these first two games. Now a tip shot by Canales and a quick set by Buelna. Nice dig there by Luviano. And number 10, a nice, she powers it through the block. Both teams now really fighting for this point. McGahee with the shot. Now Garcia with the shot. Now Canales fires one. Buelna sets it again for Garcia. Now a two-hand push shot by Buelna. Tip shot, nice defense there by Buelna. And Garcia's shot is taken by McGahee, and we just keep going back and forth. And finally, that shot, a hard shot, and Luviano can't come up with it cleanly. Bumps it out of bounds, and it'll be a point for Reedley. That was kind of a long rally, a big point there. Instead of being a 15 to 13, it's 16-12. So one of those pivotal points. Cleaning up some water or some sweat or something over on the sideline here. That's why we got a slight break here, a little break in the action. It'll be return to action. It'll be Sophia Lampa, the junior defensive specialist, serving for Reedley. Both teams played really good defense there on that last point. A lot of hard hit balls that were dug out. So here we go. Buelna sets it for Garcia. But it's a no-go, and it'll be a point for Reedley. And this is here where Arvin really needs to make a stand. They cannot afford to let this get any further away from them this second set. They're already down a set. Now checking to the game, Anahi Perez for Arvin. Now Buelna sets it. And that looks like that was Perez with a shot attempt. Buelna sets it this time for Garcia. Now Canales with the cross-court shot by Giselle Perez with the excellent dig for the Bears. And this time, the kill attempt by Lillian Martinez. She mistimed her jump and hits the top of the net, so that'll be a side out for Arvin, and that's a big point for the Bears. They needed that one. And now Anahi Perez will serve. We have two Perezes, both 4 and 5 for Arvin. 4 is Giselle Perez, the libero. She's the one wearing the red jersey, so it's easy to differentiate the two. And McGahee has a hard time handling the serve, but Reedley returns it. Now Canales just softly two hands shoots it over the net. And the shot by Martinez is wide. And here come the Bears again. They're making a little run. They need to make a run right here. Now Canales just bumps it over, so Arvin's going to be able to set up its offense. Buelna with the shot by Salcedo is rejected by Martinez, and it'll be a point for Reedley. And Vanessa Rodriguez back to serve now for the Pirates. They're up by 4, 18-14. They're already up a set. We're in the second set. Kubo sets it. Nice dig there by the Bears. Here comes Garcia with the shot. And it's tipped off of a Reedley player. Nice shot there by number 10, Esperanza Garcia. Scores a big point here for Arvin in game 2. That'll be Carolina Buelna, the setter, to serve for the Bears. Kubo sets it. And nobody there. And number 5, Lexi Canales, didn't get much on it, but she found the soft spot in the defense and scores the point for Reedley. Sometimes it's not how hard you hit it, but where you hit it. Now Kubo sets the offense. Now Arvin going to set it. Garcia with a little punch shot. Now Kubo hits it over. And it looks like Lillian Martinez finally able to finish off the point there, that long rally. And it's 20-15 Reedley. Arvin needs to mount a comeback. They don't want to go down 2 games to 0 here. Buelna sets it. And that's Flores with the shot. Now Kubo sets it for McGahee. Now Garcia with the standing spike. Kubo to Martinez, but it's saved by Perez with. Kubo bumps it, and now Arvin will now have a chance to set up the offense. Buelna. And number 17, Yvette Salcedo with the kill for Arvin. So the Bears hanging in there. They are determined here. And it'll be Karimi Cantu to serve. And it looks like Martinez's shot is blocked by Yvette Salcedo. So Arvin pulls back within 3, 20-17, and they're going to bring in number 1, Yasmin Para. She's going to sub in. She'll be on the front line here. Now Kubo from McGahee. Her shot is dug out by Perez. Now Buelna just bumps it over. Kubo now sets it for Martinez, and Martinez powers it through the Arvin block for the point. Lillian Martinez.
Arvin seems to have a hard time getting their set up. Their offense planned.
Yeah,
they'll get those nice digs in the back, and then the front doesn't seem to be able to put a spike on.
Yeah, they're not finishing off the points, and that is going to go long. The serve by the libero, Lauren Bettencourt. So Arvin's still alive here. It's 21-18. Still plenty. They have a little bit of a cushion to work with. Not much. Can't afford to let the lead grow any more than it is. But here now we're going to have Naomi Velez serve. Arvin needs to make a run here. Oh, and that was just mishandled as McGahee and Madison Haney kind of like look at each other like you get it, or I thought you had it. Kind of hits both of them, in between both of them. So a nice break for Arvin there. Now Kubo sets it, and a block, a nice block right there in the middle of the net by number 5, Anahi Perez. And now it's a 1-point set here. It's a 1-point game here in game 2. She served, but now Velez serves it long though, and it'll be side out back to Reedley. And it'll be Riley Kubo, their setter, junior, excuse me. She's one of the captains on the team along with Madison Haney. So the lefty serves it. Now Arvin sets up the offense. Buelna back sets it. but the cross-court kill doesn't connect. Now a back row kill attempt goes in the net. That was number 5, Lexi Canales. And Arvin again down by 1 point. And I believe this is Alyssa Rangel, I believe, serving. No, that's number 6, Guadalupe Gallardo. And number 9, Cecilia Mulligan powers it through the block and scores the point for Reedley. And now the Pirates lead it 23-21. And Brona McGahan serving for the Pirates. This is a big point now here for Arvin. The set, the shot off the heels. The heel. Now a standing kill attempt by Haney doesn't go. A little punch shot. Scores the point for Arvin. That was number 1, Yasmin Parra, who's now back to serve. So the Bears trail it 23-22. This is a very tight second set. This is a big, big point here. Nice serve, hits the top of the net, goes over. Now Canales with a shot that hits the top of the net. Kubo back sets. Nice job by the Arvin defense. Here's Canales. Doesn't get much on that. Now Buelna sets it for number 1, Parra. And Parra with a great shot, the back corner, perfectly executed. She hit that one in just a perfect location. And now we're all tied up, 23-23 here in game 2. We're going to say timeout now. And this crowd is into it now.
It's a fair-sized crowd.
Yeah, this is a good crowd here tonight. Want to take a chance here, or take this opportunity to thank our sponsors here on the Kern High Network. First of all, we have Bakersfield Motor City. If you're looking for a car, head down to Bakersfield Motor City. Also, Bakersfield College, the Renegades. And then finally, Kern Schools Federal Credit Union. The Kern High Network thanks our sponsors. Couldn't do this without them. So the crowd really into it here as Arvin, this is the first time they've been even in either one of these first games other than when it was first started 0-0. They've not led at any point in either of the first 2 games. So Kubo sets it. Canales' kill doesn't go. Now here's number 12, Catu. Kubo sets it again for Canales. And her cross-court shot goes out of bounds. And Arvin takes the lead, 25-23. And it's game point. If Arvin can get this point, they'll draw this match even at 1 game apiece. So their first lead, big one, nice serve there. Tip shot. Now they're just content to bump it over. And number 10, Madison Haney hits it off the heel of her hand and just gets it to trickle over the net with a point for Reedley. And we're back even at 24-24 and into serve. I believe that's number 8, Lauren King.
Number 2.
Number 2, sorry. Sophia Lampa, her jersey bunched up, had a hard time seeing it. So here we go. Arvin Buelna bumps it over. Kobu sets it. Canales with the winner. Cross-court shot that Giselle Perez can't get to. And now it's game point for the Pirates. So how quickly things turn. So Lampa serving for game, and we're going to have a timeout now for Arvin. This is a clutch time now here, Kevin. We had Arvin with a game point, and now Reedley with game point.
Yeah, this is an exciting game.
It's it's also very pivotal because this is kind of redundant and things people know, but it's a big difference being 1-1 to down 2-0. And so if Reedley wins this, they're up 2-0. If Arvin can pull this one out, it's 1-1, and that's just a big swing.
Arvin's been handling the pressure pretty well tonight. Like you said, they haven't led until this last part of the game, but they haven't let it bother them. They've stayed in there and fight.
But, like I said, to state the obvious, you don't want to go down 2-0. That would be a difficult hill to climb. I'm not saying they're not capable, but that would be tough. Now Lampa to serve. Arvin recovers after initial return of serve, goes off a little bit. Kubu Martinez. Oh, and Arvin gets it over the net. They're still alive here. Perez bumps it up. Now they're just content to bump it over the net. And the Bears, quick set shot there by Huelna. And a tip shot by Canales. And that's going to do it as Canales tip shots it. And Reedley takes the second set 26-24. And the Pirates now lead it 2-0. So this time Arvin lets Reedley get a little bit of a lead. They do overcome it and have game point, but they can't get that elusive point that they needed to win the second set, and Reedley comes back and gets it there. And now the Pirates have a commanding 2-0 lead. So what do you think Arvin is going to need to do differently here in this game 3 to win it?
Well, I think we've mentioned it before. I think they need to follow through with their plays. I think both have really good defense, but Arvin needs to not just kind of pop it over the net every other time. They need to really set up a play and make a kill. I think they need to be a little more aggressive in their offense.
Yeah, they seem to be, like you said, content to just bump it over a lot or just push it over. And they haven't finished off a lot of the attempts when Huelna does set it. You've got to give some credit to Reedley. Their defense has been stout as well. Both teams, I think, have played pretty good defense. I just think Reedley's offensive attack has been a little more coordinated and has been a little more effective.
I think Arvin's very capable of doing it.
Well, now it's just one of those things where you just got to take it one game at a time. You can't think about the fact that you're down 2-0. You just have to think about, we just have to win this point, win this game, and not think about the big picture. Focus on what's right in front of you. And for Arvin right now, that's winning this third game and keep staying alive here. And hopefully maybe for the Bears' sake, they don't fall behind in the early going. They didn't get behind by a lot in the second game, but they still fell behind. It'd be nice to see them play from the lead a little bit. And so far, Reedley has had the lead 95 or 98% of the time. Only one time did they trail by 1 point there, 24-23. But then they were able to win the last 3 points and take the second set. So the Pirates won the first set 25-21. They jumped out to a big lead in that one and then held off a strong Bears rally. And then the second set, Reedley takes it 26-24. Arvin actually led that one 24-23 before Reedley scored 3 in a row to win it. And it looks like the lefty setter Riley Kubo will be serving for Reedley to start game number 3. And checking back in for the Bears is their libero Giselle Perez. So we're underway now, getting underway for game number 3. Wellness sets it for number 13, Gomez Ramos. And now Reedley's going to end up getting the point, the first point again, and they lead at 1-0. So the Pirates have now scored the first point in all 3. They've actually scored the first 2 points in the first 2 sets. Wellness sets it for number 1, Para. Now a back row attempt by Canales. And the shot down the line by number 13, Isabella Gomez Ramos, goes out of bounds.
Para's been a good addition to the last game. She's done a pretty good job so far.
Yeah, she seemed to add a little spark when she came in there in the second set. Now Kubo with the set and a windup of the shot there, but it's dug by Buelna. Now Kubo with the set. It's going to be a back row attempt by Canales and another dig by Buelna. Now Para with the little punch shot. And another windup. And the windup and the shot there by Madison Haney. Her attempts are not real compact. She kind of winds her arm back like a windmill. And it goes out of bounds, so Arvin gets the point. It'll be number 6 there, Guadalupe Gallardo serving for the Bears. Canales' back row attempts handled by Para. Now Para, little punch shot. Now they're going to, nice dig there by Perez. Kubo, but the back set. More nice defense there by Arvin, and that little punch shot by Kubo goes under the net. So Arvin ties it here, 2-2. So the Bears looking for a lead here. They've only led one time in either of these 3 games, any of these 3 games so far. Now Para's shot lands just out of bounds. Almost got the back corner, but just a little too much mustard on that one. And into serve number 6, Brona McGahan. She's a junior outside hitter. And that one sent back. I think that's Mulligan, number 9, Cecilia Mulligan, with the 2-hand tip. Yes, that's who it was. And McGahan serves again. Now back set for Para. Nice shot there. Now Canales' shot is dug out. And the Buelna tries a little 2-hand shot, and it's rejected by Reedley, and the Pirates lead it 5-2. That's bumped in the air. Buelna sets it. Para hits it with the back of her hand over the net. Haney winds up and hits it, but it's returned back by Arvin. Now Canales' shot. Perez gets it over, and now we're going back and forth. Long rally here. And Haney powers it through the Arvin block for the point. And now we're kind of starting to see why Reedley has 24 wins this year. Very solid club here. That one looks long, and a nice decision by the Arvin back line to let that one go out of bounds. So Arvin, obviously a good team themselves, 21 wins. They're 12-0 in the SSL, undefeated in the tough South Sequoia League. And it's going to be Yasmin Para serving. Now Canales has to just bump it over. Now it's going to be a back row attempt by Garcia. Kubo sets it. Canales with the shot, but nice dig there by Giselle Perez. Kubo sets it again. Another good defensive effort by Arvin. Now Parra with a back row shot. Arvin playing excellent defense here on this rally. Wellness sets it for Parra, but this time Parra's shot from the back row sails on her and goes out of bounds long. And serving for Reedley will be number 2, Sophia Lampa. These are two teams not used to losing, especially late in the season. Arvin coming in on a 9-match winning streak, Reedley on a 10-match winning streak. Bumped in the air. Garcia has to bump it over the net now. Reedley sets up its offense for Canales. And a nice dig by Giselle Perez. Now Buelna bumps it over or shoots it over. Canales with another shot and another dig by Giselle Perez. Now a hard attempt. Nice shot there by Esperanza Garcia. That's what you were talking about,
I'd like
Kevin.
to see more of that.
Yeah, she finished off that one. Number 10, Esperanza Garcia, junior outside hitter, middle hitter with a nice shot there to score the point. It'll be Anaí Perez serving for the Bears. They trail it 7-4 here in Game 3. Wellness sets it, but the little punch shot by Garcia, too soft, doesn't go over the net. So it's going to be a side out now for Reedley. And number 7, Vanessa Rodriguez serving. Here's Buelna with trying to catch him off guard with a little two-hand shot. And it goes out of bounds. So Reedley extends its lead to 5, 9-4. So that one's just bumped up. Arvin doesn't even set up the offense. Now Kubo, here we go. Now Arvin sets it up. Buelna with the set. And a nice shot off the block there by Garcia, but Reedley recovers. And number 17, Yvette Salcido with the stuff. Nice job by her there in the middle.
When Arvin finishes those plays, they tend to make points.
Now Buelna will serve. And that one, Vanessa Rodriguez unable to handle it, so it'll be an ace for Buelna. And the Bears climbing back into it.
They need to force points to happen.
There's no quit in Arvin. And that one, the serve by Buelna goes out of bounds, and it's going to be a side out now for the Pirates. That's Canales serving. Now Buelna bumps it up. And number 13, Gomez Ramos with the shot. Buelna sets it again now for Garcia. Garcia spike hits the top of the net, and it's going to be a point for the Pirates. Going to have a substitution now for Arvin. Parra, who's played so well, is coming out. I believe that's number 8, Kimberly Luviano in. Now Buelna sets it for number 13, Gomez Ramos. Now Kubo sets it for Martinez. But Arvin, nice job on defense there. Kubo just punches it up in the air. Buelna sets it again. Neither team able to get off a strong kill attempt here so far in this rally. Buelna now sets it for Garcia. Running bump shot. Now here Arvin again. Now Kubo with a one-hand shot, and now a back row kill attempt by Luviano. Martinez tries to spike it, but and a nice job there, number 13, Isabella Gomez Ramos with great body control there, not to go into the net or under the net. That one was a tough shot there. And again, great body control there. The ball was hit where it was towards the net. She had to run towards the net and get it off without going into the net or under the net. And she does a good job of that and getting the ball up and over and scoring the point for Arvin. Kubo now with the set. Martinez with the cross-court shot. And Lillian Martinez with the cross-court kill for Reedley. The Pirates up by 5, 12-7. It'll be their libero, Lauren Bettencourt, to serve. Kubo with the set. And number 8, the shot by King, they're going to say is in. Far corner, so a nice shot by King. Lauren King scores the point, and now Reedley up 13-7. 6-point lead for the Pirates. Perez receives the serve, but Arvin unable to set up the offense, just has to get it over. Nice dig there. The number 8, Lauren King pushes it over the net and scores the point for the Pirates. And now they've extended their lead to 14-7. The Pirates look like they came here tonight to play. So, Reedley leads it 2-0. They won the first game 25-21. They won the second one. That was a close one. Arvin had game point at one point, 24-3, but Reedley wins it 26-24. And now the Pirates are up 14-7. Arvin needs to make a run here, Kevin.
They certainly do. They can't let Reedley control this game.
Yeah, I mean, 7 points is going to be difficult to overcome. I think they can do it, but they can't afford to go back down by 8 or 9 or 10. They really need to stop the bleeding now, so to speak. They need to force some points. They get a lot of points on Reedley's mistakes. Yeah, force the action a little more.
But when they follow through with those plays, they do a lot better.
Luviano with the shot. Now Kubo with the nice dig there by number 2, Tinoco. So Tinoco with a great dig there. And we're going to have some subs coming in. I believe this is number 9, Alyssa Rangel. Yes, that's precisely who it is. Now Kubo sets it. Now Arvin getting its offense going. Welna with the set. And number 6, Guadalupe Gallardo powers the point through.
Yeah, I'd like to see a lot more kill attempts from the front row.
Yeah, a lot of back row shot attempts so far. Kubo sets it now for Haney. Now Arvin on the attack. And a nice shot by Luviano. Number 8, Kimberly Luviano with the kill. So Arvin making the little run. Like we said, they needed to stop the bleeding. They've done that. Now they need to close the gap some more. And a nice shot there. A cross-court kill by number 8, Lauren King. And it'll be Riley Kubo to serve for Reedley. Wellness sets it, but Arvin unable to get a hard attempt there, kill attempt. Now Wellness sets it again. And that shot goes in the net, so it'll be another point for Reedley. Pirates back up to a 6-point lead again. Luviano bumps it up. Now Gomez Ramos bumps it over. A running shot by Ledesma. Now Wellness sets it. And number 5, Anani Perez with this kill for Arvin. And in to serve for the Bears, number 18, Mai Lozano. She's a junior, serves it deep. Now here's a back row attempt by Canales now. And Luviano with the kill. Arvin needs to close the gap more, get this big crowd into it. Very vocal crowd when things go right for Arvin. When the serve goes long. And it'll be a side out again for Reedley. And serving will be Rona McGahan. Reedley leads it 17-12. Her serve, nice serve. That one had a little bit of an arc. It just
I think that was the best serve of the night right there.
Yeah, it had a little arc and then just dove down. So an ace for McGahan. She has that high arcing serve. Now here's a kill attempt by Buelna. Two-hand push shot by Reedley. Now Perez with the shot, and it goes long. Anai Perez's shot goes long, and it's another point for Reedley. And the Pirates are inching closer and closer to winning this third set. Bumped in the air by Perez. And Lozano's shot. Now here comes Canales with a cross-court shot. Lozano bumps it up. And the shot by Luviano goes wide out of bounds. Now it's 20-12. Reedley in a commanding lead. Luviano with the shot. Haney with the shot. Now back set. And back and forth. Now Luviano's shot. Hit the net. And bounces back. So that was already their third attempt. So that'll be 4 hits on Arvin. So a point for Reedley, who leads it now, has a 21-12 lead. And that's what the Bears needed. Unforced error there on the serve by McGahan. Got to just take it 1 point at a time now. I know it's a cliche, but that's all Arvin can do at this point. Fight back 1 point at a time. Luviana serve. And it's bumped out of bounds long by Reedley. So back-to-back points by the Bears. They need a string of points here in a row. Luviano's serve is bumped out of bounds. Canales can't handle it. And that's what the Bears need. Now they're on a 3-0 run.
They need to turn on some of this energy that they're getting from the crowd.
And that's not what they needed, as that serve goes in the net. They don't have many points to play with now, as Reedley's only 3 points away from winning this. And that's number 2, Sophia Lampa serving. Bumped in the air by Perez. Lozano sets it. Buelna now looks like she's moved from her setter position. And it looks like Canales powers it off the block and out of bounds for the point for Reedley. Now the Pirates just 2 points away from a sweep. Lampa serve. Now Lozano's in serving and Buelna's playing hitter. Here's Lozano setting for Garcia. But that goes in the net, and now it's match point for Reedley. Pirates now lead at 24-15. They won the first set 25-21 and the second set 26-24. So this is it. Arvin needs to make a stand now. Perez bumps it. Lozano with the shot. Lozano now sets it for Garcia. Garcia hits it off the heel of her hand. Arvin needs to set up the offense here. Garcia with the standing shot. Kubo sets it for Canales. Nice diving save by Luviano. Now Garcia with a good punch shot over the net. And the shot by Martinez goes out of bounds. And Arvin staves off elimination. Now serving for the Bears, number 5, Anayi Perez. So no room for error now for the Bears. They have to play perfect here the rest of the way till this game's over. Martinez's shot is long. So the Bears now close the gap to 24-17. Anayi Perez, the junior middle hitter, serves it. And a return of serve error there on the Reedley. And now it looks like for the first time all night, Reedley's kind of shaken up a little bit. Nice serve there. And again, another return of serve error by the Pirates. And they're going to need to take a timeout. Go ahead, Kevin. What are your thoughts here?
Well, Arvin is still making these points through Reedley's mistakes. And they have to make their own points. They can't rely on Reedley to make the mistakes. They're this close. They've still got quite a ways to go compared to Reedley. Arvin can't make any mistakes whatsoever.
Yeah, there's no room for error now. I mean, it's 24-19, and they're down 2-0. You can't have any mistake. You can't hit the ball in the net. You can't bump it out of bounds. You can't have a ball handling error. I mean, until this thing gets to at least 24-24, they have to play perfect. And that's difficult to do, but, you know, it can be done. I've seen it happen before.
Reedley certainly making some mistakes.
Yeah, for the first time all night, we've kind of seen Reedley unravel a little bit. So far, they've been so cool, calm, and collected. And now here in this late in this third set, they've kind of come undone a little bit. And they bump another one out of bounds. Arvin just keeps fighting. And, you know, that's what you have to do here. It's not over till that 25th point goes on the scoreboard.
Stay in it.
Perez with the serve, though, and that one's long. And that's it. Reedley will win it here 3-0. The Pirates, the number 9 seed, Reedley Pirates, beat Arvin the number 8 seed, Arvin Bears 3-0. The score is 25-21, 26-24, 25-20. So a slow start by Arvin in game 1. And they never fully got to playing the way we've seen them. I saw them play it during the regular season. They fought hard and they played, you know, they gave it their all, but they just didn't seem to be fully in sync tonight.
Yeah, they had some really good defense, very good defense, but they just couldn't seem to set up those plays that they needed to score points, to get the kills. They had a lot of kills from the back row. I think most of their kills came from the back row, it seems. But Lovano, she played well front and back.
Yeah, Kimberly Luviano. Yeah, I mean, and you got to hand the credit to Reedley, too. They came in here on the road, and really played well.
Yeah, we didn't see them even get flustered like me until this last couple of points in the last set.
Right, yeah, they were spot on for the most part. They had a few hitting errors in game 1 and 2, but there was very few ball handling errors, very few return errors, and they were, a couple hitting errors in the first 2 games, but until, like you said, that third set, late in the third set, did you see them make mistakes, defensively?
I don't know whether they started to let down early, thinking they had it in the bag, but that gave a nice open door for Arvin to try to come back. They just couldn't.
Well, it ends an outstanding season by the Bears. Regardless of this loss, they're going to finish with a 21-11-1 record. They're the South Sequoia League champions, undefeated league champions. And it ends an outstanding year by the Bears. Brandy Randall's doing a great job here as the coach, and, we expect this to continue on hopefully next year.
I also got to add before we get off, I love this gym. We're right here at the front of the second tier, and lots of room.
Yeah, you like some of these older schools. They have a little character instead of some of the cookie cutter. Some of the newer gyms are all look the same. You can't really tell the difference other than the colors and the names on the walls, what gym you're in. Here, you get a little bit of a different feel. This is a older school here in the Kern, one of the oldest schools in the Kern High District. And, yeah, I agree with you. I like this. It reminds me of Bakersfield College a little bit.
It does. With the lower bleachers that come out and the upper bleachers that are here.
And then you have the red coloring, too. That adds a little more. So, Kevin, are we going to hand out a player of the match tonight, or how does that work?
We can, sure.
Well, I mean,
sometimes we don't. It just kind of depends on the game. We tried to hand one out to BHS one time, and they were a little concerned about their playing, so they didn't want to. But yeah, I'm all for picking somebody from Arvin.
You have any thoughts on who we might pick from Arvin?
Well, I think the defense was as I've said all night long. Defense for Arvin was very good. So I kind of think it's up between Lovano and the libero,
Giselle Perez, number 4
in the back row, and I think Lovano had a couple of nice kills, so I think I would lean towards her.
I definitely can go that way. So that sounds good to me. I agree with you. I think those two players. I think Welna played fairly well as the setter, but they weren't finishing off the points for her. She didn't get as many assists as she probably should have because they weren't finishing off the points. So it looks like Kimberly Luviano, a junior outside hitter, number 8, is our Kern High Network player of the match. So, Kevin, anything else before we sign off? Anything else you wanted to add?
Oh, just we've got some nice football games coming up tomorrow. I believe we're going to have 3 streams going.
Wow.
We're going to have BHS at Liberty. We will have, what's the other game?
I think, is it Wasco Shafter?
That's right. How could I forget that one? Wasco Shafter. And then we're trying to add the Highland East High game. So keep a look on our site. Make sure we're still streaming all 3 of those games.
Right. I believe if Bakersfield, Liberty wins, they win the league title outright. If BHS wins, it's a split. That's the same way I believe with East and Highland. If Highland wins, they win the league, the SEYL title outright. But if East wins, they tie, earn a share. I'm not sure about Wasco. Wasco Shafter. That's just always such a huge rivalry.
That's a big rivalry. That's bragging rights right there.
Yeah, that's a huge one.
I think Highland and East High is going to be the game to watch tomorrow.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if East can slow down the offensive attack of the Scots. They have the two great receivers to go along with Cleveland at quarterback, and they have just been unstoppable through the SEYL season so far. They've had Cleveland's had a 6-touchdown game against North. He had a 4-touchdown game against Foothill, and he didn't even play the fourth quarter. So the Shabazz Muhammad doing a great job at wide receiver for the Scots.
It's going to be a good game.
Which one are you going to be at?
I'll be at the Liberty BHS game.
Yeah, I heard a couple of BHS's top players that are no longer with the team. I was reading today.
That's what I heard from one of our producers, or Javier. We were talking about which game was going to be.
The Jernigan brothers have left the squad, from what I understand.
Yeah, one of them was out injured, and then I hear the other one decided not to continue. So we'll see. Yeah,
BHS is going to be fighting an uphill battle because Liberty, I've seen them play a couple times this year, and the Patriots are tough. They are tough, especially on defense. They don't throw the ball that great, but boy, they can run it. I was at their game last week against Garces, and they just rammed it down, no pun intended, the Rams' throats. All right, well, again, outstanding season by the Arvin Bears comes to an end tonight. They lose here in the first round of the Division III playoffs to Reedley. The Pirates come in here to Arvin and sweep 3-0. I'm Stephen Lynch. For Kevin Willey, we thank you for watching and listening to us tonight, and hopefully you'll tune in tomorrow night for some good high school football action.